Dad died. I need 100K for the funeral.
What?
What's happening?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in sales at Tokimeki Trading.
It's been a while, Keiichi.
Nice to see you. This is my father-in-law, Kenji Sendo. He's also the president of Sendo Manufacturing, one of our clients.
Let's eat all the food.
And this is Yui Sendo, my sister-in-law. She works at Sendo Manufacturing and serves as our main point of contact there. Sorry, Kasumi's calling me.
My sister?
Hello, Kasumi?
Dad died. I need 100K for the funeral.
What?
What's going on?
It's... Kasumi says you're... dead?
What?
Let me talk to her. Kasumi, what's this about me being dead?
Dad? Kasumi, what are you even saying? Yui, why are the three of you together?
Forget that for a second, Kasumi. What the hell was that about?
Because Dad's company is going under, right? And it's your fault.
What?
If the company goes under, Dad's finished. And since this is your fault, I figure you should take responsibility and pay for all of it.
What are you talking about? Sendo Manufacturing isn't going bankrupt. And even if the company were struggling, saying your own father is dead, asking for funeral money, that's not even something you should joke about. These habits of yours have really got to stop.
There you go again, always talking down to me.
This has nothing to do with that. Oh brother. Victim mentality alert.
Who told you our company was going under? You work at Days Trading. You don't know anything about what's going on here.
That would be me.
And you are?
That's Mr. Hatano from Days Trading. He's the head of sales at a major company, so if he's saying it, it must be true, right?
I want both of you to come here tomorrow.
What?
Let's talk in person.
Fine.
So you're saying my company is going bankrupt? Explain yourself, Mr. Hatano.
Sendo Manufacturing imports specialized bearings from overseas. With the weak yen, those costs have risen significantly. That's been putting pressure on your business, hasn't it?
Yes. They're a key component for us, so we definitely felt the impact.
And from what I understand, Mr. Sato at Tokimeki Trading, who handles the overseas sourcing of those specialized bearings, has been struggling to negotiate the prices down.
That's fair to say.
So I apologize if this sounds blunt, but honestly, I'd say it's only a matter of time.
I see. As expected, a major firm has a very different level of information, doesn't it?
That brings me to a proposal. We've already secured a contract with an overseas manufacturer that can supply the same specialized bearings at a much lower cost. Instead of Tokimeki Trading, would you consider doing business with us? What?
Dad, I'm gonna divorce Keiichi and be with Hatano. That way, Hatano can help us. And Keiichi can just pay 100K as a settlement.
Keiichi, go ahead and give them what we talked about.
Yes.
Huh?
These are documents showing Kasumi and Mr. Hatano's affair, along with the paperwork for my claim for damages. What?
Damages? What are you talking about? You're gonna be with Hatano? What are you talking about, Kasumi? You two probably thought no one noticed. But we've been gathering evidence for a while now. We know everything. What? Why would you? Keiichi's done so much for our family. If someone in our own family is hurting him, of course I'm gonna help. Yesterday, the three of us got together so I could report everything to Dad. No way! And you've apparently been telling Dad that Keiichi isn't serious about his job. I set the record straight on that. What?
Keiichi travels overseas so often that I rarely get to see him in person, even though we're business partners. Until Yui told me the truth, I believed what Kasumi was saying.
But from what you just said, Keiichi's been struggling with overseas sourcing, right? So I wasn't wrong.
Kasumi, you really don't understand him at all, do you?
Huh?
Mr. Hatano, I appreciate the offer, but we'll have to decline.
Are you sure you won't get another opportunity like this? I apologize for what happened between Kasumi and me, but Mr. Sato wasn't exactly blameless either.
Exactly.
Letting personal matters influence a business decision like this. Your company could go under, you know.
This isn't personal, and we're not going under.
Excuse me?
Keiichi always deals with his clients in good faith. He doesn't just think about what's good for his own company. He considers what's best for the other side as well. That's exactly what he's doing now, working towards something that benefits both sides. There's nothing to worry about.
Huh? What is this guy even talking about? Well, if that's how you feel, I understand. We have plenty of other companies lining up to work with us. You're the ones who will regret it. That won't be necessary, but thank you for your concern. Ha, sure. I'll transfer the full amount for the damages right away.
Really? You sure?
Of course. In return, please proceed with the divorce as soon as possible. Absolutely, no problem.
Nice. I don't even have to pay anything out of pocket. Though I guess I never did get that 100k out of Keiichi.
I was even trying to help them. A few weeks later.
Mr. Hatano, we've got a problem.
What's going on?
There was a container fire at an overseas port. The shipment from the overseas factory we just contracted with is likely to be significantly delayed.
What? The factory producing the specialized bearings?
Yes, since it's a fire, it should fall under the force majeure clause. So we likely won't owe penalties to the Japanese manufacturer, but...
That means we still have to secure replacement parts somehow.
Right. As a major firm, we can't afford to leave our client without the parts.
Our reputation is on the line. Of all parts, this had to happen when we only have one factory contracted for it.
What do we do? There's no time to find a new factory from scratch, is there?
Right. We'll have to find a domestic company willing to sell us their inventory.
But specialized bearings aren't made by many factories to begin with. Is there even a company with enough inventory to spare some for us?
We don't have a choice. We gotta find one.
I have to say, ending our contract with the overseas factory we'd been working with for so long may not have been the best decision. They could ship by sea or air, which gave us more flexibility.
Their costs were too high. We didn't have a choice. We can't keep doing business with a supplier that eats into our margins.
The cost issue was real, but we still had room to negotiate. Didn't Hatano push this through just so he could take the credit? Wasn't this a mistake?
For now, contact every supplier you can and secure those parts no matter what.
Got it.
Wait, is this turning into a problem? Specialized bearings. Wasn't that the exact part Keiichi's company was having trouble with?
A few days later. Finding a company willing to sell us specialized bearings this fast, we really got lucky.
Yeah. Lucky? I'm the one who busted my ass finding them. They're already here to finalize things, so let's get in there and nail down the details.
Let's do it. Excuse us. What? Why are Sato and Yui here?
Huh? You know them?
Yeah, kind of. Damn. This just got complicated. There's no way I can explain this. Wait. There's no way Tokimeki Trading has enough inventory to sell us. You were the one struggling to begin with.
Wait, really? But when I spoke with them, they said they had inventory.
We do. Loads of inventory. What?
The kind of struggle we are facing wasn't the kind you're imagining, Hatano.
What do you mean? The overseas factory we work with got hit by a disaster a while back. We helped them get back on their feet at the time. So what? So when they heard we were being affected by the weak yen, they wanted to return the favor and lower their prices for us.
But Keiichi didn't want to do that because it would mean the factory would keep taking losses. So he decided to figure out a solution that works for both sides instead. In other words, they are figuring out a new approach and carefully working through the contract terms together, which is why it took time.
It wasn't that we were struggling with costs. That was never the issue. Okay, so what did you end up doing? Did you just drop them and go with a different factory? Not a chance. We had Sendo Manufacturing share their production know-how with the overseas factory. It improved efficiency and lowered labor costs. And we agreed they'd lower their prices accordingly. That sounds like a lot of trouble. Just switching to a cheaper factory would have been way faster and easier.
It really wasn't that much trouble at all. By sharing our manufacturing know-how, the quality of the parts improved and defects actually decreased. We're even considering having them produce other components for us.
Wait, seriously? And honestly, having a major company like Days Trading place an order with us is a huge help. It means we can bring in more revenue than we planned, which means we can pass those benefits on to the overseas factory and Sendo Manufacturing as well. Takahashi, thank you very much for reaching out.
Not at all. We really appreciate how quickly you handled this.
Damn it. If anything else comes up down the road, don't hesitate to call.
Will do.
Just to be clear, this is only a one-time purchase from Tokimeki Trading. Our container wasn't damaged in the fire, so our parts will arrive as scheduled.
That's true, but did he really have to put it like that? There aren't many suppliers that produce specialized bearings. Wouldn't it make sense to keep working with Tokimeki Trading going forward? Finding a new factory isn't going to be easy, you know.
In that case, maybe we should try asking the factory we terminated the contract with to work with us again.
Wait, what? I thought they were too expensive.
We'll do the same thing Tokimeki did, provide our technical know-how to them. That should keep costs down, and it's faster and more reliable than trying to find a new factory, right? Takahashi will probably get credit for this deal. I need to recover quickly. Speed is everything right now.
All right, I'll reach out and see. I wonder if it'll really go that smoothly.
I can't believe we ended up selling to Days Trading of all people.
I know, right?
Wait, why are two here? Oh, hey, Kasumi.
Days Trading was having trouble sourcing the parts, so we ended up selling to them.
What? Wait, isn't that what Ada was talking about with his team the other day? Why don't you ask Hatano for the details? See ya. He seemed really desperate about it. And Keiichi just solved it? Wait, has he actually been amazing this whole time? Took you long enough to notice.
Did you say something?
Nope. I knew from day one how amazing Keiichi is, and how cute he is.
A few weeks later.
They refused to renew the contract.
What?
They said they've already found another partner, and on top of that, they said they wouldn't feel comfortable working with a company that would easily cut ties with a long-term partner just over cost.
No way!
Also, the factory we're currently working with says they won't be renewing the contract either.
What do you mean?
Apparently, they found another company offering better terms.
What? That's completely unreasonable.
You did the exact same thing yourself.
We can't end up with 0 suppliers, we have to do something.
There's also...
What? There's more?
About the specialized bearings that were delayed because of the fire. We received a complaint from the parts manufacturer they were delivered to.
A complaint?
Apparently many of them are defective and can't be used.
That doesn't make sense. Our container wasn't damaged in the fire. Then why would there be defects?
Even if there was no visible damage, the heat from the fire may have affected them internally.
No way.
That's exactly why I said we should have them inspected properly.
But I was told the container was fine.
You just didn't want to ask Tokimeki Trading for help again, did you?
What?
Because that would have hurt your evaluation even more, right? You were rushing to improve your evaluation after it took a hit, weren't you?
No, I was just trying to do what's best for the company.
Anyway, it doesn't matter now. I've already reported all of this to Mr. Onodera. We're both heading to his office right now.
Wait, what? Excuse us. Why are Keiichi and Yui here?
More importantly about the overseas factory simulation. I've heard things have gotten quite serious.
There were just a lot of things that went sideways at once. But I'll find another factory right away. And I'll personally explain everything to the Japanese parts manufacturers.
Those manufacturers have already said they'd rather work with Tokimeki Trading than with us.
What do you mean?
Apparently the substitute parts Tokimeki supplied were higher quality than ours. And after the defensive parts incident, they've lost confidence in us.
This can't be happening.
As for the defective parts, under our contract with the overseas factory, ownership transfers to Days Trading the moment the parts are loaded onto the container. So we can't seek damages from the factory. If most of the parts are defective, the losses could be substantial.
And we also have compensation obligations to the parts manufacturers.
So we're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses. I was only trying to do what was best for the company.
Were you really doing it for the company?
What?
You were using your business partners for your own gain, weren't you?
That's not true. I care about my business partners just as much as anyone.
Then why did the overseas factory refuse to renew the contract with you? And why did the new factory you just signed with terminate the contract as well?
That's their decision. I have nothing to do with that. They're the ones being unreasonable.
You're the one being unreasonable. You prioritize short-time profits, cut ties whenever it suited you, and chose suppliers based on price alone. You never built real trust with your partners, and that's exactly why you're in this situation.
This is all the result of the choices you've made.
No, that wasn't my intention. And the whole thing started with a container fire. Anyone would have ended up in the same situation. This isn't all on me.
Of course, the problem was your approach. You panicked about your evaluation and rushed into reckless decisions. And refused to listen to anything I said. If you really care about the company, you could have asked Tokimeki Trading for cooperation. I can't keep working like this under you anymore.
We'll be consulting with Tokimeki Trading regarding our future contracts with the parts manufacturer. However, if the parts manufacturer decides to terminate their contracts with us, we could be looking at losses in the millions of dollars.
Millions?
You will be held responsible. Be prepared for that.
Yes, sir. How did it come to this?
On the way out.
Hey, what's going on? Why was Ada called to the president office? Did you two do something to him?
Why would we?
He brought this on himself. What do you mean? What happened?
After that, Hatano left the company but struggled to find another job, and Kasumi, the perfect life she thought she was getting, turned out to be anything but. It seems she now spends her days regretting the life she chose. How did everything fall apart like this?
This was supposed to be my happily ever after.
Meanwhile,
Hey Keiichi, you maybe want to grab dinner sometime? Like, just the two of us? I'd really love to get to know you better.
let's do it. I've been wanting to get to know more about you too.